Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Supreme Court Justice and women's equality campaigner, died last night, aged 87, and the world is waking up to the shattering news which will affect politics in the USA and reverberate around the globe for a generation. This year is already tumultuous and torturous. Our sense of stability is turned inside out and our assumptions about civil society, ethics in leadership, reliability of the news, our climate, our workplaces and our economy all challenged. For those of you not familiar with her work and wondering about depth of this loss, I recommend the movie On the Basis of Sex, a 2018 retelling of Bader Ginsburg's most famous cases. As a young and talented lawyer, unable to find a job with a corporate law firm because of her sex, Bader Ginsburg was teaching. She stumbled on a case where a man, caring for his mother, was prevented from accessing tax benefits designed for women who were assumed to be carers. In fighting this battle, from the flipped position of a man's rights, Bader Ginsburg successfully set a historic precedent that unequal treatment on the basis of sex was unlawful. This precedent has gone forth to change the lives of many men and women in the USA and contributed to LGBTQ+ rights. Ruth Bader Ginsburg changed the world. She was appointed to the Supreme Court in 1993 by Bill Clinton, confirmed by 96 U.S. senators in historic bipartisan consensus. Bader Ginsburg's lesson from her first landmark case reverberates through 4 generations: inequality is bad for everyone, not just the powerless. When we decide that one category of human should have more power than another, we limit human potential and restrict our resources. It is inefficient and wasteful. Bader Ginsburg's work diligently laid bare the parts of a complex structural bias web that were seated in our institutions, making it hard for half the population to contribute to the workplace and impossible for the other half to care for their family. We are still unpicking the long-tail influence of structural biases. Recently I wrote about the current trend of lauding female leaders as good in a crisis, and how unhelpful that narrative is, limiting the acknowledgement of empathetic, competent male leaders and the remit of women to clearing up, rather than ambition and growth. A colleague, Lesley Symons, wrote her INSEAD MBA dissertation on business school case studies, observing that women leaders made up only 11 protagonists. Bader Ginsburg was once asked how many female Supreme Court justices would be enough on the court of 9. 9, she replied. Well, why not? No one thought it was odd when there were 9 men. Competence and talent should be the defining characteristic of appointment, not subcategory of human. Competence is not gendered, expectations are. There is no reliable evidence to support male and female differences in math, empathy, leadership, decision-making, efficiency, listening skills, fine motor control or any other skill.